The village burned. FN 2187 stood frozen, blaster in hand, watching civilians die. His squad moved with ruthless efficiency. No hesitation. No mercy. But inside his helmet, something screamed. This is wrong. His hands trembled. The blaster felt heavy. Too heavy. Around him, troopers executed their orders without question. But he couldn't move. Couldn't shoot. Couldn't breathe. Captain Phasma noticed immediately. FN 2187. Report to the transport. Now. He obeyed. He always obeyed. But the walk felt like a death march. On the Star Destroyer, Phasma stood before him, chrome armor gleaming under cold lights. You hesitated. I'm sorry, Captain. It won't happen again. No. Her voice was ice. It won't. What followed was 3 weeks of hell. The First Order called it enhanced reconditioning. Finn called it torture. They broke him down piece by piece. Sleep deprivation, psychological manipulation, neural programming. Every time his mind tried to resist, they pushed harder. They showed him images, civilians, resistance fighters, friends, and they taught him to see them all as enemies. Threats, targets. You are not FN 2187. Phasma's voice echoed through the chamber. You are a weapon. Weapons don't feel. They don't question. They obey. Day after day, the conditioning continued. They stripped away his doubts, his empathy, his humanity, and slowly, something else took its place. Loyalty. Absolute. Unbreaking. By the end, when they showed him the same images, civilians, resistance fighters, friends, he felt nothing. No guilt. No hesitation. Just cold calculation. Phasma stood before him one final time. FN 2187. Status report. Finn's voice was steady, emotionless. Ready for duty, Captain. She nodded. Good. Because I have a special assignment for you. She activated a holographic display. Red armor. Advanced weapons. Elite training protocols. The Supreme Leader is creating a new program. Sith Troopers. Enhanced soldiers trained to hunt the Resistance's most dangerous targets. Force sensitives. Jedi sympathizers. Anyone who threatens the First Order's dominance. Phasma stepped closer. You showed weakness once. Now you'll prove your strength. You'll become something more than a stormtrooper. Finn looked at the display. The crimson armor. The deadly weapons. And for the first time since Jakku, he felt something. Purpose. When do we begin? He asked. Phasma smiled beneath her helmet. Immediately, she led him to the training facility deep within the Star Destroyer. And FN 2187, the trooper who almost defected, ceased to exist. In his place stood something far more dangerous. A hunter. The training facility was a fortress within a fortress. Deep in the Star Destroyer's core, away from standard trooper operations, Phasma ran her own program. Only the most promising candidates entered. Most didn't survive. Finn was different. Phasma saw potential in him. Not just strength or skill. Those could be trained. No, what made Finn valuable was his capacity for change. He'd felt compassion once. That meant he could feel loyalty just as deeply. And loyalty, properly directed, was the most powerful weapon of all. Again, Phasma commanded. Finn attacked the combat droid. His strikes were precise, efficient, lethal. The droid collapsed in pieces. Faster. Another droid activated. Finn destroyed it in seconds. Again. 5 droids this time. Finn moved like a machine. No wasted movement. No hesitation. They fell before they could coordinate. Phasma nodded. You're improving. But speed isn't enough. A Sith Trooper must think. Anticipate. Hunt. She activated a holographic simulation. A resistance base. Multiple hostiles. Innocent civilians mixed in. Objective. Eliminate the resistance cell. Collateral damage is acceptable. Time limit, 10 minutes. Finn studied the layout. Calculated approach vectors. Identified weak points. Then he moved. The simulation was brutal. Resistance fighters used civilians as shields. Booby traps. Ambushes. But Finn adapted. He isolated targets. Used the environment. Showed no mercy. When it ended, The base was destroyed. The resistance cell eliminated. Phasma reviewed the data. 6 civilian casualties. Acceptable losses. Finn felt nothing. They were obstacles. Nothing more. Over the following weeks, Phasma pushed him harder. Hand-to-hand combat against multiple opponents. Weapons training with every tool in the First Order arsenal. Tactical analysis. Interrogation technique. But the most important lessons weren't physical. A Sith Trooper hunts Force sensitives, Phasma explained, showing him footage of Jedi. They're dangerous. Unpredictable. They'll try to manipulate you with their powers. With words. With emotion. She leaned closer. You must be immune. Cold. Focused. When you face them, remember, they are the enemy. They destroyed the galaxy with their arrogance. We bring order. We bring peace. Finn absorbed every word, every lesson, every technique, until finally, Phasma deemed him ready. She presented him with crimson armor. Sith Trooper designation, FN 2187 red. Your first mission, she said, activating a star map. Jakku, a scavenger girl. Intelligence suggests she may be Force sensitive. Kylo Ren want her alive. Phasma's voice hardened. But if she resists, terminate her. Finn donned a red helmet. Understood, Captain. And the hunter prepared for his prey. The desert winds howled across Jakku's endless dunes. Finn stood at the edge of Naima Outpost, scanning the settlement through his helmet's enhanced optics. Red armor absorbed the scorching heat without complaint. Around him, his strike team waited. 4 elite Sith Troopers, handpicked by Phasma. Target spotted, one reported. Female. Mid-20s. Matches the description. She has the droid. Finn zoomed in. A scavenger girl, hauling parts on a makeshift sled. Beside her, a spherical BB unit rolled along, chirping anxiously. BB-8. The droid Poe Dameron hid the map inside. Surround the outpost. Finn ordered. No one leaves. If she runs, I'll handle it. His team dispersed. Finn moved through the crowd like a ghost. Scavengers scattered at the sight of his crimson armor. Fear was a useful tool. Rey noticed the commotion. Her eyes darted toward the First Order presence. She grabbed BB-8. We need to go. Now. She ran. Finn anticipated it. He'd studied her file. Survival instincts. Combat training, crude but effective. She'd fight if cornered. Good. He wanted her to fight. Rey sprinted toward a parked quad jumper. BB-8 rolled frantically beside her. She was fast, experienced in escape. But Finn was faster. He cut her off, appearing from behind a cargo container. Rey skidded to a halt, staff raised defensively. Stay back, she warned. Finn said nothing. He drew his blaster. Rey swung her staff. Finn blocked with his forearm, armor absorbing the impact. He countered with a strike to her ribs. She gasped, stumbling. BB-8 shocked his leg. Finn kicked the droid aside. Rey attacked again, desperate now. But Finn was trained by Phasma. Every move calculated. He disarmed her, swept her legs, and pinned her to the ground. Target secured. He reported into his comlink. Rey Stragath. Let me go. I don't know anything. You have something the Supreme Leader wants. Finn pulled out restraints. You're coming with me. No. Rey reached out instinctively. Something in the Force stirred. Sand lifted around them. Finn felt it. A pressure in his mind. Fear. Doubt. Memories of Jakku. Of compassion. But Phasma's conditioning held. He activated a stun pulse. Rey's eyes rolled back. She collapsed. Finn hoisted her over his shoulder and grabbed BB-8. Above, a First Order shuttle descended. Mission accomplished. But as he walked toward extraction, something gnawed at him. A feeling. Faint. Buried. Almost like regret. He crushed it and delivered the girl to Kylo Ren. Rey woke to cold metal and blinding lights. Her wrists were locked in restraints. She was strapped to an interrogation chair, tilted upright. The room was sterile. Empty. Designed to break prisoners. She tried to move. The restraints didn't budge. You're awake. A voice. Deep. Modulated. Terrifying. Kylo Ren stepped from the shadows. Black robes flowing. Mask expressionless. Rey's heart hammered. Where am I? What do you want? The droid you were protecting. BB-8. It carries a map. A map to Luke Skywalker. Kylo circled her slowly. I need that map. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't lie. Kylo raised his hand. The Force pressed against her mind. I could take what I want. Pain exploded through Rey's skull. Memories flashed. The desert. BB-8. The map. She tried to resist, but Kylo was too strong. And then he saw something else. Her potential. Raw. Untrained. Powerful. Kylo's hand trembled. You're strong in the Force. Rey gasped as the pressure released. What? Kylo stepped closer, studying her like a specimen. Incredible. All this power, wasted on a scavenger. He turned away. Supreme Leader Snoke will want to see you. No. Let me go. You don't understand. Kylo's voice was almost pitying. You were meant for more than Jakku. The Force brought you to me. And now, you'll serve the First Order. Or you'll die. He left. The door sealed behind him. Rey pulled against the restraints, screaming. Meanwhile, on Car, the Resistance base erupted in chaos. Poe Dameron stood before General Leia Organa, beaten and exhausted. He'd escaped First Order capture, barely. But BB-8 was gone. The map. Leia asked, voice tight. There was a girl. On Jakku. She was protecting BB-8. But the First Order got to her first. I couldn't stop them. Leia closed her eyes. The weight of the galaxy pressed down on her. Then it's over. Without that map, we can't find Luke. And without Luke, we lose. Admiral Akbar finished grimly. Poe slammed his fist on the table. There has to be a way. We can rescue her. Get the map back. From a Star Destroyer? Leia shook her head. We don't even know where they took her. But then a tech officer spoke up. General, we're receiving a transmission. It's from inside the First Order. Everyone turned. A hologram flickered to life. A stormtrooper. Standard armor. But the voice was shaking. Desperate. My name is FN 2187. I'm a trooper who captured the girl. And I think I made a mistake. Poe's eyes widened. I want to help. Leia didn't authorize the mission. But Poe went anyway. This is suicide, Snap Wexley said as they prepped the stolen First Order shuttle. We're flying straight into their fleet. I know. Poe checked his blaster. But that girl is our only chance to find Luke. And FN 2187. I saw him hesitate once. Back when I was captured. There's still something human in there. Or it's a trap. Maybe. Poe strapped in. But I'm not leaving them behind. The team consisted of 5 people. Poe, Snap, 2 commandos, and a technician who could slice First Order systems. Small, fussed, expendable. They launched under the cover of darkness. Aboard the Star Destroyer finalizer, Finn stood in the barracks, staring at his helmet. He'd sent the message. He didn't know why. It went against everything Phasma taught him. Against his conditioning. Against his duty. But when he looked at Rey, strapped to that chair, terrified, something inside him cracked. A memory. Jakku. The burning village. The blood on his helmet. This is wrong. The feeling returned. Stronger now. Undeniable. He'd captured an innocent girl. Delivered her to a monster. And for what? Orders? Finn clenched his fists. What am I doing? FN 2187. He spun. Captain Phasma stood in the doorway, arms crossed. You've been acting strange. Care to explain? Finn's mind raced. If she knew about the message, he was dead. I'm fine, Captain. Just reviewing the mission. Phasma stepped closer. The Supreme Leader is pleased with your performance. Kylo Ren believes the girl will be useful. You've proven your worth. She paused. But I sense doubt in you. No doubt, Captain. Good. Phasma's voice turned cold. Because your next assignment begins now. The Resistance will attempt a rescue. And you're going to stop them. Finn's blood froze. The Resistance? Intelligence predicts they'll send a strike team. Small. Covert. Led by Poe Dameron, the pilot you captured on Jakku. She handed him a datapad. You know him. You'll anticipate his tactics. And when he arrives, you'll kill him. Finn stared at the orders. Kill Poe. The man who'd looked at him like a person, not a number. Phasma leaned in. This is your final test, FN 2187. Prove you're truly loyal, or I'll execute you myself. She left. Finn stood alone, trembling. And somewhere deep in the ship, Poe's shuttle docked. The collision was inevitable. Alarm screamed through the finalizer. Intruder alert. Sector 7. Finn moved through the corridors, red armor blending with emergency lights. His squad flanked him, 4 Sith Troopers, weapons raised. Phasma's voice crackled through his comlink. They're heading for the detention level. Intercept and eliminate. Copy that. Finn knew Poe's tactics. Bold. Reckless. He'd go straight for Rey, no matter the risk. Which meant Finn could cut him off at the detention block entrance. He positioned his squad. Waited. Minutes later, Poe and his team rounded the corner. They froze. 5 Crimson Troopers blocked the path, weapons aimed. Poe Dameron. Finn's voice echoed through his helmet modulator. You're under arrest. Poe's eyes widened. Fiend, is that you? The name hit like a blaster bolt. Fiend, not FN 2187. Fiend. Poe had given him that name during their brief escape attempt months ago. Before the reconditioning. Before everything changed. My designation is FN 2187, Finn said, but his voice wavered. No. Poe lowered his blaster slightly. You're Finn. You sent us that message. You want to help. Finn's grip tightened. I was confused. The conditioning, it failed temporarily. But I'm fixed now. Fix. Poe stepped forward. You're not broken, buddy. You're human. You felt compassion. Guilt. That's not weakness. That's strength. Shut up. You don't want to do this. I know you don't. Finn's squad shifted, awaiting orders. Phasma's voice cut in. FN 2187. Report. Why haven't you fired? Finn's hands trembled. Memories flooded back. Jakku. The village. Rey's terrified face. Poe calling him Finn. You're hesitating again. Phasma hissed. Execute them. Now, or I'll execute you. Poe saw the conflict. Finn, listen to me. You can walk away. Join us. Fight for something that actually matters. I have a purpose, Finn whispered. The First Order gave me purpose. They gave you a prison, Poe shot back. But you can break free. Right now. Choose. Finn raised his blaster. Aimed at Poe's chest. His finger hovered over the trigger. And for the first time since reconditioning, Finn made a choice. Not because he was programmed, but because he wanted to. He fired. But not at Poe. He turned and shot his own squad. 4 Sith Troopers dropped, stunned. Finn ripped off his helmet, gasping. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Poe grinned. Welcome back, buddy. But Phasma's voice roared through the comlink. Traitor. Rey felt the force before she understood it. It whispered, guided, gave her strength. She focused on the restraints. Pulled. The metal groaned. Then snapped. She was free. Guards rushed in. Rey moved on instinct. She grabbed a blaster from the first guard, struck the second, and fled into the corridor. Alarms blared. Troopers converged. But Rey was fast. Desperate. She'd spent her entire life fighting to survive. This was no different. She ran toward the hangar, toward escape, and then she saw him. Red armor. Sith Trooper. The one who captured her. Finn stood with Poe and the resistance team. Helmet off, looking relieved. Rey's vision went red. You. Finn turned. His eyes widened. Wait, I can explain. Rey tackled him. They crashed to the floor. She punched him. Hard. You gave me to them. You ruined everything. I know. Finn blocked her strikes. I'm sorry. I was sorry. Rey grabbed a pipe from the wall and swung. Finn rolled away. The pipe dented the floor. Poe stepped in. Rey, stop. He's helping us now. I don't care. Rey's voice cracked. He's a monster. She attacked again. Finn defended, refusing to strike back. I was conditioned. Brainwashed. I didn't know what I was doing. Liar. Rey felt the force surge. She pushed. Finn flew backward, slamming into the wall. Poe raised his hands. Rey, please. We need to leave. Together. All of us. Not with him. Rey pointed at Finn. He's First Order. He just betrayed them to save you. Poe said. He shot his own squad. He's risking his life. Rey hesitated. The anger still burned. But she saw something in Finn's eyes. Guilt. Genuine, crushing guilt. I can't undo what I did, Finn said quietly. But I want to make it right. Let me help you escape. Please. Rey wanted to say no, wanted to hurt him more. But the Force whispered again. Trust. She lowered the pipe. One wrong move, and I'll kill you. Finn nodded. Fair enough. Explosions rocked the ship. Phasma's voice echoed through the speakers. Seal all cheats. Kill the traitors. Poe cursed. We need to move. Now. The unlikely group ran toward the hangar. Behind them, Kylo Ren ignited his lightsaber. None of them leave this ship alive. The hangar was a kill box. Kylo Ren stood at one entrance, lightsaber crackling. Captain Phasma blocked the other, flanked by 24 stormtroopers. In the center, Finn, Rey, Poe, and the strike team had nowhere to run. Phasma's voice boomed. FN 2187. Step away from the traitors. Finn stood his ground. My name is Finn. You are a number. A tool. And tools that break are discarded. Kylo stepped forward. You've made your choice, traitor. And now you'll die for it. Rey ignited a lightsaber, one she'd stolen from Fallen Guard. Blue light flared. You want them? Go through me. Kylo laughed. Brave. Foolish. But brave. He attacked. Rey met him head on. The Force guided her movements. She wasn't trained, but she was strong. Kylo pressed hard, but Rey held. Meanwhile, Phasma advanced on Finn. I trained you, molded you, and this is how you repay me. Finn raised his blaster. You didn't train me. You broke me, and I'll break you again. She charged. Finn fired. Phasma's armor absorbed the shots. She struck him with brutal efficiency. Finn fought back, using every technique she taught him. But Phasma was better. She disarmed him, knocked him down, and pressed her blaster to his head. Any last words, traitor? Finn looked at Poe, at Rey fighting Kylo, at the Resistance team trying to hold the line. And he smiled. Yeah, the First Order lost the moment they tried to make me stop caring. Phasma's finger tightened on the trigger. A blaster shot rang out. Phasma stumbled. Poe stood behind her, smoking blaster raised. Nobody shoots my buddy. The Resistance team opened fire. Chaos erupted. Stormtroopers fell. Kylo roared, pushing Rey back. To the ship, Poe shouted. They ran. Finn grabbed Rey's hand. She flinched, but didn't pull away. They dove into a stolen shuttle. The engines roared. Kylo threw his lightsaber. It pierced the hull, but the shuttle launched. They escaped into hyperspace. Silence. Finn looked at Rey. I am sorry. For everything. Rey stared at him. Then, slowly, she nodded. You will be. For a long time. I know. Poe clapped Finn's shoulder. Welcome to the Resistance, buddy. Finn looked out at the stars. He was free. And for the first time in his life, he chose his own path.